What's going on, everybody? So gonna go ahead and notch the frame. I did have a notch already, but it was not big enough. It was notched for the truck oil pan, which is right there. And you'll notice that, so that mounting hole and that mounting hole are the same mounting holes on the bottom of the transmission. So if you think about it, that one is going to be this side. So, and you can see where the oil pan, you know, how far it goes down. And so with it being like that, and where the mounting hole was, you can look at it right here, and you can see it had plenty of space. And then even on the other one, so this would have been the other side, you see how it comes way over this way. And so you were able to get away with, I was able to get away with this notch right here being the way it is. But when we look at this one, this is that same hole on the driver's side, and you'll see that, I mean, it's different. It doesn't, you know, like, because we're gonna be dealing with like down in that area, and it stays even with it. So if you look at that hole right there, and you look at where it's lined up at, you can see that it's basically coming into this side over here. So we don't have to touch this side. We're probably gonna, you know, get rid of that metal up in there and grind all that off, and then we'll go ahead and notch over this way, because we actually don't have to do anything over there. But then we still have to come back this way too, though. So okay, 1 second, we'll get right back to Earl. Okay, so we were just sent these nice, beautiful headlamps right here for free. But I wanted to do a little test on them, because we as Southern Gears tend to not have the best of lighting. You can just go check out any one of our videos. So typically what we like to use are the typical, you know, go on your head, or this right here. Well, this one is actually pretty nice. So let's first check out how bright it is. And lights. That is really, really dark. Alright, well, what do you got? So, about to blind you guys real quick. But, yeah, so the light right here, and then there's off after you let it sit for a second. So on, and you can scroll through, and then this light right here. Yeah. There's that. So, yeah, she's pretty dang bright, I gotta say. So, she passes the brightness test. Now, there's one other thing I wanted to show you, though. So, as us mechanics, we get dirty, and we're wearing rubber gloves, or, you know, there's all kinds of situations where our hands are doing stuff. Well, this light actually has a pretty great feature. So, what you do is you cut it on. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. So, it has this little button right here. Can you see it? Yeah. So, you click that. Alright, so it just went off, alright, and then, so, I will post a link in the description. Go grab your one. I don't get anything off of it. I get nothing from it. And let's see, how much do we got to do there? So, from the transmission, which, like I said, this is exactly where it'll be, to here is about 9.5, well, not really 9.5, about 9 3/8, I would say. And over here it is 9.5. Yeah, there you go. So, let's look at this. So, basically, that's, you know, where it's all going to be at. So we have, you know, we'll look up here. So we're looking at about 10 inches that we're going to be working with here. So, I mean, we're going to have to trim some. That means over here, like on this side, you know, we'll have to come back to about right there. And this one, you know, to right there. So nothing major. We'll trim all that out. And yeah, like I said, I got some metal for it. Picked it up from a buddy of mine, Brendan. He helped me out. So go ahead, and guess the only way to do it is just to do it. Alright, so this is what I've got. Take a look here. So I got this piece in. I've got it welded in all the way around. This one is much more stout. So the reason why I say it's much more stout is, let me show you what was in there originally. So it's just some thin, yeah, here, this is better to look at. Yeah, I mean, it was thin. I mean, it wasn't nearly as thick, about half as thick, I'd say, honestly. But this stuff now, yeah, there's some good thick stuff right here. It's going in, it's doing very well. It's welding in. As you can see, I have some beautiful welds here. Actually, I'm actually not even joking there. Those are actually beautiful. So what I got to do now is these little end caps right here. And so I thought about going on the inside here to maximize my space, but if you can see right here, I have this like little thing right here that wants to hang down. And I have it on both sides. There's another one right there. And I mean, sure, I could make a template and form around it, but then I gotta fill in that little hole, and because it'd leave like a little hole somewhere up in this general area. So I think what I'm gonna do is, and I think it'll work, because I don't know, we'll see. I'll try making a template for inside there, and if I can do it, then I'll do it. If I can't, then I'll just go on the outside here and just weld it right up to the face of it. So the way I make my templates perfect like this is actually by being very dirty. I actually put the paper up there, and then I take my finger and I go around just like you would like when you were like etching stuff back in the day, and I would go around the hard edges and I create what I need, the exact shape that I need.
He uses a dirt pencil.
And I did it with this one. As you can see, I got the little dirt line going around the top there. I created it. It worked out beautifully, as you can see. So I'm going to do that again for the side one here, and then I'm going to do that for over here as well. Okay, so with those templates, I was able to make this one right here, and this one will be going in right there. Don't lose it in the frame. We'll go right there, and then this one will go right there. So, and then once it's done, I'll grind it down and make it all pretty. But for right now, I'm gonna weld those in, and yeah. And actually, the other ones weren't even welded all the way in. I was actually able to break out that other boxing in with the screwdriver. So that goes to show you how bad it was. So I've got Michael over here doing the welding. I mean, not that I was doing plenty good.
A bunch of it. I'm just jumping in.
Michael he likes to get his fix in welding too, so I like to let him get his fix from time to time. Alright, so look at that. That is all nice and welded in beautifully. Michael did a fantastic job. I did all the top up here and a little bit of that, and I did the bottom of this long plate. Michael did everything else. So, and yeah, it looks good. So that's gonna be way stronger than what was there previously. So I feel a lot more confident. Now the question is will the motor fit in there? What we're gonna do first, I'm gonna grind it down, make it look pretty, give it a little slight paint job, because it's close to 50 degrees today, so I might get away with spraying down all these spots and stuff like that. So let's do it. Alright, so as you can see, painted. Look how nice that looks. It's all nice and black, which makes it hard to see, but that means I don't have to worry about it no more. Now, the only way to know if I wasted my time painting it and everything like that is to, well, put the motor in there. Probably should have did that before I painted it, but that's not how we roll around here. What is it? Cut 3 times, measure once. That's the motto. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the motor in here now. Got her in, and let me just say, it's tight like your mom tight. Look at that, it's touching. Yeah, yep, tight just like your mom. Oh man, all the bolts are in.
got to tighten down the motor mounts, but the bolts are in. And you can see that there's not much space right here along this side right here for whenever I do my long tube headers. That's going to be interesting. I just gave away one of the things we're going to be doing. But, oh well. Yeah, we're putting long tube headers on it. And that video's going to be coming out here soon.
As soon as we figure out if we can get them in here.
Yeah, well, they're getting in here. But, yeah. Basically, that's all of it, though. The notch worked. Like I said, just barely. If you're running this pan and you're following along with me,
go ahead and give yourself another quarter to half inch.
Yeah, give yourself another quarter inch on either side. I think you're going to be good.
The depth, that's fine. I originally said 2 inches. We're going to bump that up to 2.5 inches. And the notch altogether, the 10 inches that I said, is good. So if it's overall with everything done and in place, 10 inches after boxing it in, you're going to be good.
When we get it running, we'll tell you how hard it hits.
Yeah. Tell you well, once it's running, we'll let you know how bad it vibrates up against the frame. We'll find out. So, but yeah, that's gonna do it for us guys. It's done. It's back in. That's the hard part. So you were just looking up there at the ceiling. Great. So
awesome.
But yeah, Michael's still working on his over there. So if you're here for the Honda, it is in progress. So just stay tuned. He had to get some parts. So it's coming.
The mounts are coming.
But like I said, later, guys.
Peace.